Hi everyone, welcome back to ByteRipple. In today's lecture, we'll be looking into HTML quotations, adding quotes, references, and meaning to text. HTML quotation elements are used to display quotes, abbreviations, and references correctly on a web page. They help add meaning to text and improve readability and accessibility. In a simple expression, HTML quotations helps web developers to add meaning to content presented on websites. For instance, we have websites that are content related, like blog websites, news websites, and other websites that uses a lot of content management system. Hence, the need for HTML quotations. In websites, when we present web pages, we section them into articles, sections, using HTML semantics. So HTML quotation helps to properly format the contents on the web page, giving meaning to what is being presented. Why do we need HTML quotations? Number one is clarity. Number two is semantic and accessibility. And three is professional content. As I've mentioned earlier, when we present content on a web page, it's very important to make it clear, to present it clearly, and also to use semantic and accessibility systems or methods to format the contents in order for the users of the website to have proper understanding of what is being presented. So we use semantic elements like the section, the article, and many other HTML semantic elements in presenting the content. So it also brings professionalism into our content, into our websites, and how it is being designed. So these are the key elements of HTML quotations. We have the block quotation, we have the abbreviation, we have the contact information, the inline quotation, and citation. In our demo, I'm going to be explaining more on how we use this or each of these HTML elements quotation. Now we'll be doing some demo to show you how to make good use of HTML quote elements when you are designing a web page. Now I'm on my screen. As you can see, by now you should be able to know how to open your VS Code. So let's start by using the first HTML quotation. But before we start, let's try to comment quickly. HTML quotation, we already have an auto field that's telling us what we want to do, and we start with the block quote. So the block quote, as I've explained earlier, is used in websites like blog websites or news websites for long quotations, okay, unlike the other quotes. So we also have the Q, okay. The Q itself basically is used for short quotations on website. Also could be news website, blog websites, articles. When you are writing articles or research work, we also use this particular HTML element or quotation element. The next we'll be looking at is the Cite, or let's do the abbreviation itself, the BBR tag with its attributes. You know, we have the attribute title there. Always remember that the abbreviation always have its attribute, and the attribute is what tells us what the particular acronym or the full meaning of the acronym we see on the web page. So here we insert the full meaning of our acronym. Let's say, for instance, we are using the World Health Organization. So we say World Health Organization. World Health Organization, and we just insert the acronym itself within the close quote. Okay, cool. Then the next one is the Cite quote. So, and the Cite quote, we could write something as short as saying this, and we always remember also that the Cite is also used to reference titles or authors of a particular book or of a particular article. And last but not the least is the address. So let's say the address the quotation, HTML quotation. So we could have this particular address anonymously on our website. Let's close this. Let's accept this and close it here properly. So if we now open on we use the browser, open with live server, we will now see all this detailed information. To properly see all this, let's try to use the break line, the BBR elements or tag, so that we can visually see it properly. So we put each element or each tag on a block level, so they are block level elements, so each of them stands on their own without conflicting with each other, and we have a clearer view of our content. So if we refresh, we are not using this browser. I don't know why it kept coming up. Let's open this with live server. I know it's going to come up again, but this is what we now have after implementing all the necessary values, all the necessary tags. And this is how web pages are designed. In the future, as we work on real websites, we will see and learn more about how to manage this within web pages, real world web pages and websites. Before we go, I have a challenge for you. You have to create a short section that includes one block quote, inline quote, abbreviation, and cite code. So using the HTML tags, quotation tags we've talked about, you are able to work on this challenge. In summary, HTML quotation elements helps present quotes, references, and abbreviation in a meaningful and accessible way. They improve structure, clarity, and bring professionalism into our web content. Thank you for today, and I will see you in the next class.